Remember how we had Shadows of Evil and we had a plane fly over it that was from Mob of the Dead? Remember how we had the Pack-a-Punch camo in Shadows of Evil that was simply a Pack-a-Punch camo from Mob of the Dead. We also had the same plane fly over Zetsubunashima that was from Mob of the Dead. Why is that? And why is it that we had a plane sitting duck on the giant? Does this mean anything big? Because at this point in time, we're absolutely theorizing about these things that Blood of the Dead is set after Revelation. A lot of people believe that it's gonna be between ZNS and GK, aka Zetsubunashima and Gurad Kurobi, and I certainly feel that way too, but now we have found a major link, and I swear to God, this will blow your mind. Sup 5 million chromosome holders, today we're gonna be talking about a major link that I feel like is going to happen with Blood of the Dead and Zetsubunashima and Revelation, and basically for the entire Ether story. This one is going to blow your mind, and I feel like this is not out of the realm, this is not out of the question, because at this moment, by the time I'm recording this video, everyone basically had this kind of thought. I was speaking with someone by the name of Yeti. 50% credit goes to that guy because he kind of initiated this conversation where he was like, hey, did you see the plane in Shadows of Evil? And as he was going through that, I had a perfect theory that kind of works very well. I put it up over on Twitter, and basically everyone is kind of having the same thought, and I'm even gonna insert this right here. This one is a cut content from Mob of the Dead, and guess what? This is a head of Richtofen. Now, why this one is significant is because recently, or not recently, but in fact in 2015 we had a DICE event that actually happened for Black Ops 3, and in that we had a cross that actually happened on Richtofen face. Obviously we can all speculate on maybe yes, that was not Richtofen, but they were clearly having a premise crew, and the fourth character that was crossed over was in fact, or most likely would have been Richtofen. So if you put one and one together, there were some things happening, but obviously now sitting after seeing Blood of the Dead intro, this seems to connect just because we have seen Richtofen come out of the portal, and Richtofen seen in this Blood of the Dead intro cutscene is from the future. A lot of people are getting the impression that he is from the past and he's trying to correct everything, but the thing is that he knew that the Chronorium is changed. That's why he said this.
You'll be needing this. The Chronorium? But I've already read it. Read it again.
And when the premise Richtofen read that, he knew the pages are changed. And then he's like, our blood, my blood. And we see Richtofen being paranoid. Now, let me take you back to this one right here, because this was originally was meant to be in Mob of the Dead. Maybe Treyarch is going to explain why we had this as a wonder weapon. This is a Richtofen face, and we see this one is a older Richtofen just because of the way it looks like. So that may be something to, so this may connect very well with it, just because I feel like that our crew, I mean Richtofen, is gonna die. They already hinted that, and we can, I guess, assume that it's gonna happen in Blood of the Dead. Something even bigger that seemed to connect with this whole theory, and obviously I'm going piece by piece and kind of making sure that all of this makes sense, is that we do have a radio on the giant, and that has a sound of Richtofen, the one that we have seen teleport back in the beginning of the Blood of the Dead intro. I'm talking about the future Richtofen. We do have a voice that matches up with him.
We hear this quote when we spawn into the giant.
I must work quickly. There's so much to do. The vessel from access, the radios, the opening of the gateway. 9! I'm getting confused. Curse these 115 induced delusions! You remember? So much to do. The vessel from access, the opening of the gateways. Are you sure you're not getting confused?
And once again, shout out to Red Austin, because I recently rewatched his video because I was like, hey, I've seen that somewhere, so I need to get back just so I could actually make sense out of this whole theory that just kind of started happening. And you can easily tell that the voice absolutely matches up. And you know what's crazy is that it is on the giant. Yes, giant where we have Mob of the Dead plane, but it is sitting duck in a way where our crew has maybe landed here. At first we were speculating that the Weasel and the gang from Mob of the Dead has landed here, but it seems like they did not, but it was premise all along. Maybe it was Richtofen from the future with the future gang after Revelation or whatnot, like going from the future to the past, or maybe this is going to be explained in Blood of the Dead by the end of the Easter egg where we go through Shadows of Evil. That's why we can say that Nikolai knows Weasel, right? I mean, we're gonna actually find the connection, but also the Shadows of Evil crew knows Blood of the Dead, or I mean Mob of the Dead crew, and that sort of things. We go from there, we go in Zetsubunashima, and some things happen because hey, we have been to Alcatraz already, but this time we're going in again. That's why Richtofen is like, hey, the lab should have been closer, but now it is not. So this is their future self. They're going in once again after Revelation, and maybe from there they're gonna go and travel through Shadows of Evil and Zetsubunashima, similar to what happens in Interstellar where they go through the black hole. If you have seen that movie, you know what I'm saying, right? That blew my mind completely. But at the end, we land in the giant, do whatever we need to do, and maybe we save the Richtofen that Richtofen actually kills in the giant. I'm talking about the intro cutscene of the giant. Maybe we're gonna save him, and I believe he is the ultimate Richtofen, the one that we actually kill. But if we save that, maybe that's how 5 Classified is gonna work. Maybe that Richtofen goes there. Maybe Classified is gonna be before the giant. I guess it is, but I'm not super caught up on that one. But that's something really interesting because I just came up with that little theory just right now by the time I'm actually recording. But all of the other stuff absolutely makes sense. Absolutely, let me know what you guys think. Smash a like if you actually like this theory, if you think this is plausible. Obviously subscribe if you're new. We're gonna be on top of Black Ops 4 all year long. Check out some other videos in the meantime on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.